YouTube, what up? It's your boy, Young Wavy. Forever. Just came by, give you a quick talk session. Hopefully it's quick. I know two of my videos I've put out. It's pretty long, but very informational. Just here to talk about how I beast. To most of y'all, it's woofing, but just take you through a couple of steps on what I do from beginning to end. I mean, it's a routine, it's a procedures from week to week. I try to make sure I maintain the same routine, do it through every week of every stage of my beast. You know, as you know, I do start all my beasts at a 1.5, sometimes 2, with the grain. Now, this is for people already have an established wave pattern. You know, you already basically have your waves. You know, it could just be working on connection, could just be trying to better your waves, you know, trying to get a crown, you know, things like that. You know, beginners, you know, don't really take heed to this video. I have a series of videos coming out for you beginners and what you should do so you could follow that. So basically, start off at a 1.5, 2 inches. You know, I get my haircuts on Saturdays. Throughout the week, you know, I moisturize and brush, moisturize and brush, moisturize and brush. This is a consistent for like about, say, 4 or 5 weeks. You know, currently right now I'm 6 weeks in. You know, being that I've been beasting, you know, I beast back to back. So like if I come off beast mode, I'm going right back into it from a 1.5, and I'm going how many other weeks I can manage, you know. So I'll say about 4 or 5 weeks, I'll stick to my moisturizer alone, just brushing, do-ragging at night, you know, do-ragging if needed during the day. You know, if I need to lay my hair down, I'm going out, do-rag, you know, not a 24/7 do-rag thing. It's more brushing 24/7, but technically you don't have to brush 24/7, you know, because I'm at work 9 hours a day. I don't have time to brush my hair, so you picture that, 9 hours out of my day I'm not brushing, unless I brush on my lunch break or something. So basically, after your haircut, all you want to basically do is brush and moisturize as needed. I'd say about midweek, Wednesday, sometimes Thursdays, I do my H2O method. Basically, you know, you see the video, spray bottle, your comb, depending on, you know, I really start my H2O method at around, I'll say 3-4 weeks. I don't do it when I'm first 2 weeks real low, because it like really does nothing for me. So my hair like kind of stays looking healthy and natural throughout my whole week, my first 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Probably say 4 or 5 weeks, I'll start doing my H2O method. Midweek, I'll just take my spray bottle, I'll take my comb, I comb my hair out with the grain of my pattern, lift it up off my scalp. Because, you know, from since you got your hair cut, you know, your hair is just compressing and compressing and compressing more until you actually, you know, brush or wash, whatever, and it rejuvenates and lifts up off your scalp. So you want to comb for the H2O method. You want to spray it down, mist it, not drench your head, not, you know, really wet it, just mist it. Get a spray bottle with a mist setting. And basically I take my hard brush through the water, add some castor oil, brush it through, take my medium or my soft, whichever one I really want to use, depending on the length of the hair. Once again, if my hair is low, I'll use my soft brush. If my hair is at a longer length, I'll use my medium brush. Brush it, tie it down, say about an hour or 2, take it off, and just let it rock. And I mean, let your hair rise on its own, because, you know, from you layering it, let your waves pop. Don't just go right in and brush, you know, because you're just going to mess up the pattern. Let your pattern set in. Let the waves rise within that pattern that you laid it down in. And then from there, about half an hour later, you can start brushing and doing your thing, however you want to do. That's about midweek. I'll do my H2O method just to rejuvenate my hair, give it some more life to get me through the rest of the week. I'll say Friday, I wash my hair before I go to the barber. My wash method, what I do now in my wash method, I comb my hair out with the grain before I go in. I've incorporated this combing in because I see that it's really helping. I comb my hair out with the grain of my pattern. I get in the shower. I'll take the water in my hands like this, and I'll just put it in my hair with the grain of my pattern. Everything's with the grain. Then I'll take the shampoo, put it in with the grain, just as how you put your grease in, just as how you brush your hair, just as how you comb your hair. Put it in. I take the brush, I wet the brush. So by now your hair is wet, shampoo's in there. Slow brush. Get you a shower brush, a medium brush, and then when you get later in your stages, get you a hard brush so your hair is thicker. You know what I mean? Right now I'm using my Waving Force in my palm as my wash brush, and probably later on in my stages I'll go back to my Diane 8159 as my wash brush when it's a lot thicker. But right now, yesterday I washed my hair and it was the Waving Force, it wasn't really doing it for me, so I had to switch to the Diane yesterday. I'm currently right now 6 weeks. So yeah, get your shower brush. I wash my hairs on Fridays, brush it through with your pattern. Same thing, just put your head on the water, let the water run the shampoo out. Or you could use your hands with the grain of your pattern. Some people like to do it twice. You can shampoo twice. I do that. Or I shampoo once sometimes, depending on the length of your hair, And then I put my conditioner in. Same way I put in my shampoo. My hair's already wet. Put it in with the grain. Slow brush all the way around. Make sure it gets in. Then I'll take a little bit more conditioner and just rub it in with the grain of my pattern. And just let it sit. I'll shower, do my thing. At the end, I'll wash out the conditioner. Now, when I'm washing out the conditioner, I'm doing the same thing. I'm letting the water run it out. I'll slow brush and rubbing it, slow brushing and rubbing it. Once I get all the conditioner out and I'm ready to get out, I'll keep my head under the water and I'll let it run cold. Not cold, you could do cool. You don't have to go extremely cold. But I'll let it run cold just to basically, like I said, when you start, you wash with warm water. Open your pores, get all the dirt, the clog, everything that's clogged up in your pores from the grease and stuff you've probably been adding throughout the week. Get it out. Shampoo, conditioner. Once you condition, you washing it out. Just let the cool water at the end run over your head. This is going to close your pores. It's just like washing your hands. It's just like washing your face. You want to open your pores to get the dirt out. Close the pores after you're done. Basically, once your pores is closed with the cold water, and the cold water should also help with when you get out from your hair frizzing up or curling up. It does help me a lot. For those who you get out and your hair is extremely curly and you can't manage it, it's like you're rushing to do what you got to do to get your wave cap on. The cold water will help you with that. Less frizz, less curls, more manageable hair. And then back to Saturday morning after I get out. Finish washing my hair and stuff, I just brush out all the water. I take a towel and I'll pat dry it around. Put my grease in. It's optional. You could take your comb and comb with the grain to even everything out. Take your hard brush. Low cuts, you take a medium brush. And then sometimes I'll go over it with my softy do-rag. I'll say about an hour or two later, I'll take off my do-rag and just let it rock. And from there, the rest of the night, I'm just brushing. Tie it up before I go to bed, and back to Saturday. Haircut, shape up. Beginners, haircut, shape up, haircut, shape up. If you beastin', it's just a shape up. Let your hair grow. I have a video explaining how my barber cuts my hair. You could check that out. I have a video explaining the wash method. You could check that out. But that's about it. And I try to stay consistent with that routine on a weekly basis. This way I know I get the same results at the end of every week. Or if not, it's just going to get better. Because the more you stay consistent, the better your results. So basically that's just a walk through my beast. I try to stay consistent with that up until the time I need to use a pomade for hold purposes, depending on how far I go into my beast mode, how many weeks, and I decide to use pomade. I'll probably use it. Previously, before this beast mode, it was up until about 4 or 5 weeks before I started using it. I'm currently 6 weeks, so that just goes to tell me that my hair is becoming more manageable. My routine is actually working for me. I'm able to go longer. I'm able to manage my hair longer without using pomade or having to use a hold grease or a hold pomade, I guess, to hold my hair down. It's a lot more manageable now. It's my hair, I can see it's training better and better each beast mode I go through. So if you have any questions, hit my inbox. I'm here. Once again, it's your boy, Young Wavy. Forever.